In today's legal landscape, law firms are under continuous pressure to evolve. Price competition, the demand for the efficient delivery of legal services, and competition from non-traditional service providers are all here to stay.
We're seeing a big shift in the way that our corporate clients are structuring their legal departments. More and more, we're seeing non-legal professionals as the decision maker as it pertains to retaining outside counsel.
They're bringing common procurement practices such as requests for proposals, reverse auctions, and stronger pushes for discounts and alternative fee arrangements to the industry.
RFPs have really become the norm. These RFPs often ask about our abilities and protocols to forecast, track, manage, update, and adhere to legal budgets. Now, that's legal project management. Whether they use that term or not, that's what it is. And our ability to answer that question with a formal protocol and process that's mandatory in some cases is a real differentiator. And in the RFP game, differentiators are what win.
General counsels and their legal departments are much more data-driven than in the past because they're being held to business metrics like never before. It's our job to understand those metrics so that we can help them be successful.
Some client legal departments are rolling out key performance indicators, KPIs, right? Business metrics that they use to measure themselves in a business context. They are now using them to measure their outside counsel. The KPIs sort of cover the range of how do we interact with the client to what was the result and was the result worth the money they paid for it.
Clients are demanding efficiency, predictability, and transparency, and that's where Dorsey's Legal Project Management program comes in. We're here to ensure that we deliver those results to the client in terms they understand, on time, in scope, and on budget.
We've been very intentional about positioning LPM as a resource inside of the firm. We're not here to be a burden or an additional bureaucratic hoop to jump through. Rather, we want to partner closely with Matter teams to ensure that they're delivering legal services efficiently while we're also meeting the demands of our clients.
We intentionally developed Dorsey's Legal Project Management program to not be one size fits all. It's been developed as a scalable service to our attorneys and clients to ensure that we're only providing the right amount of service that's necessary to ensure success on the matter. There are 4 primary stages of matter management: initiation, planning, management, and review.
A key aspect of matter initiation is pricing. We have to understand what it costs us to produce the quality of legal work that our clients are demanding. The Pricing Council was created to assist in this process and works hand in hand with legal project management to deliver results.
When attorneys work with our legal project managers during the matter initiation process, it allows for us to receive consistent and accurate data for us to make our decisions as we review proposals as a pricing council.
AFAs have become a daily fact of life, and there's no way to construct an alternative fee arrangement that meets our clients' needs and meets our own financial needs without working with the legal project management team and our finance team early on in the process.
Matter initiation is an important time for us to discuss with the Matter team and make sure everyone's on the same page about unique client requirements, what the scope of the engagement is, and any other additional financial constraints such as a fixed or capped fee.
When you start an alternative fee agreement case or a contingency fee case, it's really critical to get the LPM folks involved so you have a crisp, clear, and understandable budget when you start. Otherwise, you're flying blind and you don't know what's going to happen and you don't have real control over your case.
What we do to get started is we think about what would be a good comparison. Lauren has been great in being able to go back when we give her a matter number and she can tease out the relevant points. So we have a really solid fundamental basis for giving an estimate. We're just not picking a number out of thin air.
During the budgeting process, we sit down with the attorneys and make sure we understand the right level of budgeting necessary for that matter. While in some cases it may be as detailed as a phase and task budget by a timekeeper, in other matters it may simply be a time period based budget based on the quarter or monthly reporting requirements of our clients.
We inherited over 80 cases that arose out of the competitor's Ponzi scheme in bankruptcy. Our client, the planned trust that came out of the bankruptcy, not only required us to have quarterly budgets, but had a professional review those budgets and the bills that we submitted. I could not have gone forward with this without the use of and the professional involvement of legal project management.
Our clients are under tremendous pressure. They have strict budgetary constraints. They are limited in what they can do. So that requires me to meet with the client, get an understanding of what they want to do, and then have the discipline to come back and work with our legal project management folks in specifically using CALE and develop a budget. Well, that forces me to really think through a case because I'm under tight constraints.
As matters progress, it's critical that we measure our progress against our budget. Using technology such as CALE on matters allows us to closely and daily monitor what our actuals are against our budget.
Meeting with LPM monthly and including the entire litigation team makes a lot of sense. It allows you to realize if you have problems in your budget. If you have 5 hours worth of work budgeted for an associate and you just gave them 50 hours worth of work, it allows them to speak up and make an understanding and make sure everyone's on track on the budget.
Over the course of that month, I see how we're doing. And if it looks like we're doing too much work that month and we can control some of it, it allows us the opportunity to try to pull back to still fit within the budget.
CALE is our technology platform that allows legal project managers and attorneys to view matter progress through a dashboard and via automated alerts. Those alerts are sent via email to the attorney at budgetary milestones and do not require that the attorney logs into CALE at all. Some attorneys are self-sufficient in CALE and use it already to track progress on their matters every day.
CALE is relatively easy to use and provides a dashboard view across your matters. And so I can see what phase each matter is in and where we are relative to the budget. It's really helped me to be able to address both staffing, who has the ball at any given time across all those matters, and where that risk is, and therefore where I can spend my time most effectively in assessing that risk and making sure that we get back on course.
Having worked with the legal project management team, we get a dashboard of red, yellow, green, and I always wince a little before I click on the button because I don't want to see a lot of red, but it's an incredibly helpful tool. If we're deviating from the budget, we understand it at a point in time when we can address it with the client.
Legal project management can be used as a very powerful business development tool. We need to demonstrate to the client that we can develop a budget and stick with that budget. We need to be able to develop that there's going to be transparency in what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I think that it's going to work with this client, and I think we're going to be able to do this on an ongoing basis.
The LPM mission is to help our attorneys and clients achieve success through diligent planning, proper execution of the work, and completing the matter properly to the satisfaction of all involved.
If we're going to be evaluated competitively on KPIs, we better be able to deliver. And one key way for us to deliver is through the legal project management team.
We're here to supplement the success that our Dorsey attorneys already have by making sure that we're implementing sound matter management, that we're checking in throughout the matter, and that we're leveraging the information that we have here for future success.